The Shadow. Once there was a writer who went to live in a hot country. Opposite his home was a house that seemed to be empty, but as he sat on his balcony one night, with the lighted room behind him, the man saw that his shadow seemed to be sitting on the opposite balcony. "If only you could go inside for me and explore that house," said the man. And you know, when he got up and went inside, the shadow did look as though it went into the house opposite. The next morning the man was astonished to find that he had no shadow at all. But by the time he returned to his home far away, his shadow had grown again. One evening there was a knock at the door. Standing outside was a very thin man. "I suppose you don't recognize me," said the visitor. "I am your old shadow. I have become rich and wise since I left you." Then the shadow described how he had entered the house opposite and found that a goddess named Poetry lived there. "A great desire came upon me to be a man," said the shadow, "but I had no clothes or money. The next day, don't laugh, I hid under the baker woman's skirts and didn't come out until night time. Then I ran here and there, telling people truths about themselves, and they were so afraid that their friends would find out that they gave me rich presents." Then the shadow took his leave. A year passed, and the shadow called on his old master again. "Things are going even better for me," he said. "Look, I have grown quite plump. I feel like taking a trip, and I would like a companion. Will you come with me as my shadow?" "That's crazy," said the man. "Of course not." But the next year the man became tired and ill. His friends told him that he looked like a shadow. When the shadow called again, the man agreed that a warmer climate would be good for his health. So he set off with the shadow and stayed at his side always, as a good shadow should. At last the shadow and his shadow reached a spa where people go to get better from illnesses. Also staying there was a princess. She talked to the shadow man and found him very intelligent. That made her think, "I will marry the man who is so amazing that even his shadow is wise." As the wedding preparations were made, the shadow said to the man, "Listen, I will give you money and a stagecoach if only you will always stay with me and never tell a soul that I was once your shadow." "Never!" cried the man. Then the shadow ran quickly to the girl, looking shocked and pale. "My shadow has gone crazy," he told her, "and thinks he is a human." "It might be better," said the princess, "if he was never seen again." So that night when the wedding took place, the shadow's shadow was not there, and he has never been seen since.